Previously on Roll Britannia.
What are you doing here? Put your animals away.
What do you mean by animals? I've got no animals here.
These, Icosomon.
Who are you anyway?
Officer Benny, get to one of the shelters.
The name's Etcham, Cash Etcham. Are you here for the big tournament?
Yes.
The champion of these battles is the title of Icosomon Master, and he wins a trophy, a powerful item of much importance. Have you gone to see the prof? Maybe he can help you out. Welcome to my laboratory.
We need to win that tournament.
I've been working on a little machine.
What does it do?
Why don't you hop inside and I'll show you?
Jeff wants to join in this party.
okay.
He's going to get in the machine.
When he's close enough, I'm just going to boot him
piece of
into the
gold.
machine.
Are you committed to that?
What did you bastards do to me?
Mouse!
Creepy alley, mouse. Come on then, I'll follow you.
He disappears behind a dumpster.
Sissy, Jamie, Team Shuttle, the train that's off the track.
Mouse!
That's a fact.
Hand over your Icosomon, or you'll get it!
Oh really, big guy? Derek, I choose you.
Naga, I choose
no.
you!
Hit it with a slam attack.
Okay. Enraged, it decides to bite down on Derek.
Well, I want to get in on the fun.
Ogres are as lazy of mind as they are strong of body.
Malrus, I choose you.
Those two things are my children. Don't hurt them.
Eric, no, toss you.
Anytime, I'm rock hard.
Kev, you're very distracted by everything that's going on. A mouse reaching up to your pocket
I don't
where
notice
you
it.
have one last Icososphere stored.
Oh my god, is Jeff getting kidnapped?
Ah.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action. There's a giant ogre. There's a giant snake with a sort of humanoid face.
But Jeff's still in his Icosomon pod ball thing, isn't he?
Icososphere.
There's a
There you
big
go.
rock thing. There's a big rocky thing that's sitting at the feet of the, I think it's the ogre or possibly the snake, one of them, because Malrus, who turned into an ogre, having seen the ogre on the other side of the battlefield, threw Derek at one of the other things. And there's a variety of...
the ogre.
The ogre, yeah, okay. And there's a variety of
Yes, I
miniature
think it was the
Dereks
ogre.
pattering,
Yeah, two little baby Dereks.
pattering about the battlefield, and you were all very focused on the action that was going on. There was some top draw banter. None of you noticed Mouse, the anthropomorphic mouse. Mouse, that's right. Sneak round and managed to pickpocket something out of Keth's pocket.
What was it?
This is where we pick up the action. What do we do now?
Face planted in front of a troll, so I've no idea.
I suppose I won't have noticed, will I? So
You
I'll
won't
be
have noticed,
concentrating on
so-
the fight.
Do you want to pick up the fight? Whose turn is it? Does anyone remember whose turn it is? Because
Who's
I'll be
running
honest
this?
with you, I don't. Who's running this show? Should we all roll initiative again and just
Yeah.
should we just do that? Because I don't remember.
The ladies and gentlemen think we're rubbish.
Hold on,
Why not?
Chip might remember.
Do
Do you remember?
The only bit I can remember is the fact that the last action that happened was Malrus's action, and I think that he had come into it second. So I would think that it then goes back to the top of the action, which was Derek first.
All right. Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that, and I'll
Yeah.
what?
Slower.
Right.
Because I think the action.
I think it's probably
Oh,
Keth's go, isn't it?
sound clipped.
Yeah, I think it was Keth. Keth then, because he chose
Probably.
first, because it was Keth who
Yep.
rolled first. Then it was Derek. Then it was the bad guys. Then it was Malrus. But I don't know if you split up your I think you'd split up your bad guys. because
Whereabouts
they
were you
came
in the
out at different
initiative
times. I
order?
think potentially you may
Yeah.
have a go afterwards.
Snake came out first.
Me, I haven't rolled
Whereabouts
yet
who you
because
in
I'm
the
still in a
initiative
Pokeball. Icososphere.
It's very true.
Yes.
Oh, you haven't rolled.
Yeah.
We
at
only
all?
rolled to add
Okay.
into the.
Fair enough.
Right. Okay then. Let's take it from the top.
Once round.
Keth, what do you do?
Well, obviously, Keth won't have noticed the thieving
No.
because I rolled and I failed that check.
You
I remember
failed
now.
very badly. Yeah.
I failed very badly. It failed suddenly. Almost gave it to him.
Yeah, you pretty much just took it out of your pocket and held it out at arm's length. Just carefully placed it on the floor next to it.
Virtually gift wrapped it.
Yeah.
Hey, mouse, look with your eyes, not with your hands. Have a go on this.
Have a go on this. More antics in the back alley.
This alley, I do want to picture it for you. It is like a grotty sort of city alleyway. There's a dumpster in it. It's,
there's no rocks.
It's a no. It's cobblestone.
There's cobbles.
Yeah,
but no rocks to it.
Yeah,
no gravel.
No.
I just.
Well, there's probably a bit of gravel
and a dumpster. I like the dumpster touch in there.
Yeah.
We should put something in.
There's a lady of the night behind it on her knees.
I'll just be quiet. I've signed a ball.
What to do? I guess I'm going to try and carry on the fight. So it's Derek. It's the thing versus the snake.
Hey, now guess what? As part of your new powers as an Icosomon trainer, your action can be either in these fights to summon a new Icosomon, and typically during a tournament fight, you'll only have one Icosomon out at a time. It's kind of a one-on-one thing. But in these rough and ready street fights, the gloves are off. It's no holds barred. There are,
Pikachu with a shiv.
As you sit, you can unleash a barrage of Icosomon. I mean, let's face it,
I do like a barrage.
So, and but the other thing you can do is use any actions you have. So if you have an action, and if you can take a second action, that's up to you. I don't know what you currently have as your skill set, but instead of an attack action, you can choose to use your action to command one of your Icosomon to make some sort of attack or movement.
I see.
And they have to do it.
They do.
Oh, so it's no contesting, no.
Oh, sorry.
Your action is a sort of. Okay. Let's put it this way. Unless what you're instructing them to do is an deliberate attempt to destroy them.
Jump off that
robot
cliff.
rules, is it? Is it robot rules, except for the human life part?
Yes. It's they cannot by any action or inaction allow you to come to harm, but they are allowed to defend themselves. Unless that conflicts with the first two laws. Sorry, yeah, carry on.
There you go.
So
there you go.
I could
knowledge.
I could ask or command Derek to service another Pokemon. Is that what you mean?
Service?
That's where you went to. In the middle of a battle. Wank him off.
I mean, he's made of rock. I don't think that'd be very comfortable.
Well, we haven't thought it all the way.
Well, it'd be very hard.
First thing. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Oh, rock hard.
Exfoliating, some would say.
So I could. What have you got that I can use?
They
then?
call me a pumice
You
stone.
have.
I'm going to exfoliate. I'm going to exfoliate. The best exfoliation of your life. You'll be so smooth.
So
can he
you've
make
got
someone wank
rolling
him off?
charge, haven't you? Well, no,
let's make it easy.
Slam as well.
If the creature, if your Icosomon are willing, there is no roll needed. If they're unwilling, let's do a will save, shall we?
Yeah.
I'm flying by the seat of my pants here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I am ever so slightly. Look, I'm going to level with you all here. I've taken the rules, and what I've done is I've gone, let's try and make them like that for this arc.
You've taken the rules.
And
you've thrown them out the
sometimes
window.
I've got to sort of bend them into circles. You can't break things, but you can turn it into a spiral.
Absolutely.
Because then you can make it a slide. Whee!
Or a spring.
Well, this
Boing.
all
Anyway,
sounds excellent.
So what are you doing, Keth?
So I am going to tell.
Well, we became a
Derek.
children's television show there for a second.
Boing.
It's a first for the show.
Boing, said Zebedee. What?
Don't have a bed yet.
So, Tom, your first action of the game, then.
Yes.
We're nearly 6 minutes in and we've not done anything
We
yet.
might have got
That's
bogged
classic
down
Roll
with the
Britannia.
ins and outs and who's and whats. And
Derek, stop servicing that snake and
Sake.
slam him.
which sounds even weirder now.
Sometimes I suffer from premature exfoliation.
Yeah, I'll slam him.
Yeah, you do that then. Do your
Premature
attack.
And now he
exfoliation.
does his normal rolling. But
2d6 plus 5.
Yeah.
So I've got to roll to attack.
Yep.
That's plus 8 to hit. That is a 13 plus 8, 21.
Yeah.
A 20. Can I surprise you? A 21. Which one are you hitting?
Which one did you tell me to hit?
Le Snake.
Yeah, I'll
21.
Slam, the snake. Slam down on that snake.
Slam that snake.
Look, I'm sorry to tell you this. 21 hits.
Yes.
Oh, you had me worried. That is 2d6 plus 5, so that is 11 points of damage on that snake.
Lovely. Okay. You do that. You slam. Tell us. What are you doing? Just a big full body check, or are you punching, kicking, headbutting, groin thrusting?
I'll do the
Exfoliate this.
sort of. I'll look over at Keth, and I want to do like Eddie Guerrero's frog splash from WWE. So I'll do that thing where I tuck my elbows into my knees and I'll go, "Hey!" and I'll land belly first.
Cannonball it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you do that, and you do 11 bludgeons to the snake.
I'll look up towards the trainer and think to myself, Derek's not going to play by the rules. He's seen an opportunity here.
Keth makes a note to scratch the words exfoliator on Derek's icososphere.
I am the exfoliator.
I get 2 attacks as Keth.
Okay, then make another attack.
So let's go the other way. So Malrus, who is now the doppelganger, who is now the ogre.
Yeah, Malrus is an ogre, and he's facing off against another ogre and a snake.
Well, I'd like to think that...
I mean, you could just shoot them, Keth.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but that would be too easy. You're in a ball. Shush.
Imagine that. He sets up a whole Pokemon game for us and we just walk through blowing people's heads off.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
Do you
a
want to use these
Pokemon
battle
appears.
monsters?
Blah.
Now I got a gun.
Give me that blunderbuss.
Look, I haven't told you can't do that.
So where's that mouse? Oh, he's in a puddle over there.
Oh.
That would be a really different
I
tournament.
was trying to avoid it, so
I
just
choose you, Belinda.
Yeah. These 4 guys turn up to our town, kill everybody, and proclaim that they were champions.
We are masters of these beasts.
Yeah. I don't want it to be just another repeat of the cats.
Are you about to literally turn into Bane from the Batman movie? Just turn up to the sports stadium, kill everyone.
Choose wisely.
DJ,
Nobody cared to watch.
drop a beat.
Now I want... Oh.
I'm Bane. That's my
Tom.
name.
Yeah, I love that video. I love that video so much.
Definitely need to put a Bane voice in somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to send Malrus the Ogre against Ogre the original. Ogre the first.
Okay.
What attacks do
Ogre
ogres
versus
have?
ogre. What are we doing?
What attacks do ogres have?
Ogres. Well, I think we said this last time. They can either hit stuff
Or throw stuff.
They're just big.
Can you pick up that dumpster?
Pick up that dumpster and throw it at his face.
Okay, why not?
Okay, roll a strength check for me then. Pick up the
Lee
dumpster.
and Keth's voice at all of this.
Throw stuff.
I would find that so menacing if an ogre just went, okay, why not? Just as casually as Malrus.
His voices hadn't changed. It's the same voice no matter what creature he is.
Sort of like Korg, isn't it? The voice doesn't match the body.
14.
As an ogre, you get a +4 to strength as well because ogre. So you definitely pick up this dumpster, and you're throwing it at the other ogre. Are you?
Do I have to?
You don't have to, but if you choose to do something else, you have to roll a will save. Or a will save. Yeah.
I will save it. What do I have to roll
say
for
will.
that?
Will's not a thing, is it? Wisdom. I think.
Wisdom.
We'll go with.
I was just
Wisdom
thinking
then,
then, I was
okay.
scrambling around my couch, going, got nothing that says will on it.
What wisdom does ogres have? Or do we...
That was a great
That's
sentence.
a brilliant quote.
You make your own assumptions about what kind of wisdom an ogre has.
Next to bugger all,
What
then.
wisdom does I has?
What wisdom does ogres have?
You're getting into character.
That was on purpose. That was on purpose. 17.
17. That's a 15. So you do. Keth, can you roll a?
Just a wisdom saving throw?
Let's do charisma versus wisdom, shall we? So Keth, roll charisma.
Oh, he is charismatic. Or it could just be me. It's just me. 7.
7. Yeah, okay. You're on your own, Malrus. You do you.
I'm going to throw that dumpster at... What were their names?
Not Keth.
Jesse and Jamie.
Yes, those two.
Okay, roll to hit.
I had a horrible sweaty moment where I thought you were going to throw it at me.
No.
We're still on the same team.
That is...
Well, I assume I'm still on your team.
That's
Yes,
14.
I will get to use you soon. Once I've recovered
Well, you might not to. I've been stolen.
Once I've reacquired you.
A 14 does hit, and you can you roll? I mean, I don't know what the damage of thrown dumpster is, but I'm going to go.
Should we go with bludgeoning?
Yeah, I know what type of damage. I just don't know how
It's
much a
lightning damage.
thrown.
damage.
Poison because of the rotten rubbish. Garbage for our American
Lovely
friends.
rolled R's there. No, can we
is
have?
very
Can you
nice.
roll 2d8, please?
Sure.
The amount of things that you had to reference damage levels to, James, in your life. I bet there's so many things you never thought. I wonder how damaging that would be.
I know.
It's 11. A 7 and a 4.
And that's a +4, so that's a 15. You do throw this dumpster cleanly at Jesse and Jamie, and because they stood next to each other in an hilarious pose, one of them still holding a rose.
They've not moved throughout the entire battle.
It's terrible.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just stood there.
They look very alarmed as this dumpster flies towards them, and it hits them in a big cloud of dust and smoke. And out of the dumpster rolls a whole load of trash and garbage and rubbish and other terms for waste that are local to you from around the world. Refuse, recycling, and
Effluent.
also rolling out of there is a barrel.
Ooh.
Oh,
Would anyone like to roll perception to see what
I would like to.
it says
Yeah,
on the barrel?
Yes.
but my perception isn't.
Is it the
very
words
good.
Acme?
There's a-
I mean, it's going to say
Strange
TNT, isn't it?
it's going to be medical waste.
Foster's.
What is my perception? As
Oh, that's disappointing.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
So...
Passive perception is 11.
Perception is not +1, Malrus.
No, I'm just doing maths after a thing.
What is perception?
15. Nice.
Okay.
My chair just made a noise.
You
like,
said
Did you meow? You just said a meow.
Yeah, it sounded
my
like
chair just went.
a creature.
That was really
Oh, in
weird.
that Super
That's
Trooper
a,
scene.
that's a 13.
I got a 15.
Did you roll the 13? Did you?
No, I rolled a 12.
Well, you definitely don't get a +1 to perception as an ogre.
Oh, okay. Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm looking at my doppelganger stats.
Yeah, no, you're an ogre. Yeah,
I want to check.
no.
Well,
I got a
So
15.
What did you roll?
So I
Matt?
might have
rolled a
seen
12.
something.
You rolled a 12. Yeah, you don't see shit.
Cool.
I got a.
You just see a load of rubbish flying everywhere.
Doesn't see this massive barrel rolling.
I got a
past
15.
You're just very pleased with the fact that you hit that. A 15 and
I also got 15. Yeah.
15. 15, yeah, you both see this barrel roll out, and you catch a glimpse of 3 letters that are printed on this barrel.
Yes.
These letters are...
A, B, C.
no, they are the letters N and T, and not necessarily in that order.
NTT. Keth, this is what I've been waiting for.
It's N, Z, T, yes.
Oh, right.
Not the time.
The options with this are
barrel
limitless.
Yeah.
No, it's quite clearly a barrel of TNT.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
that someone has carelessly discarded in a dumpster.
Oh,
It's just a
How
just
terrible
a
of
spare
them.
barrel. They didn't need it.
What's the
You should report
logistics
it,
company's barrel doing in this dumpster?
Say something, see something.
And with that, Keth, I'm assuming you don't. Do you have any more attacks?
I can only do 2.
Or is it just the 2?
Yeah, and I can't do anything else
Well,
myself.
there we go. Up next,
Oh, well. Goodbye, Cat. Thank you for everything. Moving on.
as you're there, and you're all very pleased with the fact that this dumpster's hit them, and 2 of you have seen this barrel roll out. Mouse jumps up out of seemingly nowhere and says,
Aha! I got this Icosomon from you. Oh.
and he's waving quite clearly at the final icososphere that Keth had in his pocket. And he says,
Guys! Oh, you're under a dumpster. Come on, get out of here. Get out. Come here.
and they sort of helps them up, and he goes,
Check this out.
and he goes,
Icosomon, I choose you.
and he throws the Icosomon out into the battlefield, and from out of this icososphere erupts
Nothing.
nothing at all. And he looked very put out by this. He's like, "Ow, it was empty."
What a dickhead.
No, you picked the spare one, rodent.
But while this banter is going on, you start to hear
That Japanese schoolgirl's back.
it seems that
Maybe she was in that dumpster.
Ugh.
it seems that it's not just coming from one place. The sound seems to reverberate from around every wall. It comes from above you and below you, in front of you and behind you. And as you're looking, Malrus, you see nothing because you're an ogre. But the rest of
Question.
you,
When can
Go
I
on.
turn back from an ogre into a doppelganger?
when it's your turn.
I just wondered
It's
if
your
I know I'm going to wait for my
Not
turn. I
stuck
just wondered if
permanently.
there was any sort of rule around that.
Any cooldown on it?
Yeah.
That was
No,
an
on your
auditory
turn.
backhand, that was.
Will.
Thwack! So,
And the sound seems to be surrounding you like a really good Dolby 3D surround sound. Like, imagine you've gone to a 4DX cinema and, the sound is coming from
like
everywhere.
THX that's
Multiple
loading up.
sources. Yeah. And around you see little smiling faces starting to appear all around you. Little grins.
Are they like ethereal grins, or are they in the walls, or?
Yeah, I mean, imagine like the
Cheshire
Cheshire Cat
Cat,
smile, but lots
Right.
of them. Just
It's kind of.
lots
Very
and
good.
lots of them. And they are surrounding not you, Derek, or Malrus, or Keth. They are, in fact, surrounding the other ogre, and the snake, and Mouse, and the now very, crap-covered Jesse and Jamie, who've sort of stumbled to their feet, and their outfits look a little bit worse for the wear now. There's a few... There's one of them's definitely got a used child's portable toilet attire attached to them. Nappies, you might say, or diapers.
didn't know where you were going then.
Depending on where you're from. Yeah.
Used portable toilet attire.
It is, though, isn't it?
It is.
Used
It is.
portable
Yeah.
toilet attire.
It is.
For our American friends,
That's what my wedding invitations will say.
Diapers. And these smiles are sort of giggling away. And then, Jeff,
Yeah.
what happens?
At this point, me, as the fairy dragon that I am, I have the ability to have telepathy with all other fairy dragons within 60 feet of me. So I'm just going to commit, I was basically going to say telepathically to all other creatures in the area that can hear me, let's bite 'em! And then we're just going to sort of fly in and just sort of bite Mouse. In fact, can we do it? Because there's multiple of us, and there's only
Yes.
2 attacks I could do. Can I command some to do one thing and some to do the other?
let's just say they all just go and they're all
They do what?
all three of them are getting bit.
Okay. They're
All
all
five of them are getting bit.
Let's bite them, guys! Charge!
The rest of you just see all these smiles turn into snarls, and all of the jaws just fly in and start taking bites out of these creatures.
Oh my god.
What on earth is going on?
Whatever Icosomon can pull off those moves must have some PP on them.
They start to turn to run away with these bites, chasing after them, and as they're running, Derek, it's your go.
It's not running away.
Yeah, they're starting to run away.
Ooh, I'm going to do a rolling charge.
Okay.
I'm just going to try and mow down whichever one's the most afraid.
I mean, they're all running, so they've all turned tail.
I'm going to target.
They're running down the alleyway.
Has he still got your Icosomon ball thingy?
He threw that, so it's out in the...
He threw it. Oh, so it's out in the field. All right. I'm going to target Justin and Laura or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Jesse and Jamie.
Jesse and Jamie.
Laura.
Dustin. They're now Dustin and Laura. Yeah, Dustin and Laura are running away.
Jesse and Jamie. I'm going to target them.
Shoehorn some names in.
So they're running away, so I have to roll 20 feet straight towards them and then hit them with a slam.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just roll towards them.
Okay.
Can I
roll
hit
to hit?
Okay. That's a natural 19.
That's going to hit.
Yeah. Cool. And the target takes a... okay. Hold on.
Which one are you crashing into, by the way?
2d6.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Are they both next
It
to
hits
each
all
other?
of them. So.
Oh, okay, that's fine. My intention was to go for the Jamie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, you're hitting
Why not?
Jamie.
I have no idea which one's which. 2 3s, sorry. 6 points of damage. And they need to succeed on a DC 16 strength save, or be knocked prone.
I mean, they rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
So you send Jamie absolutely flying, and as he's soaring through the crap-covered air, full of the detritus from many bins that have been thrown into this dumpster, he collides with the barrel that had rolled down the alleyway behind them, and with a cartoonesque explosion, all 5 of the fleeing persons are catapulted into the air, and they soar off into the sky, and as they're disappearing, all you hear is, "Looks like Team Shuttle's blasting off again!"
Bing!
And they wink out in a little star.
Nice.
I didn't think that would happen. I didn't think that would be physically possible, given the trajectory that I've just hit on them, but they seem to have just flown up into the sky. Did anybody else see that?
It's not the most surprising thing I've seen today, if I'm honest.
And the good news is you're now out of initiative.
Speaking of which, where the hell is Jeff?
I'm here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm next to you.
Smile, Jeff, so we can see you. Was that all of you?
And 30 smiles appear.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you just teeth now?
Oh, thanks for all of your help, guys. I'll see you later.
And with that, they all start to wink out of existence.
Oh, I thought you had like 30
one
mouths.
smile left.
Yeah.
Because I suppose Keth still
Just one
hasn't
little
seen-
smile left.
Keth still hasn't seen them yet. Nobody has seen Jeff yet. He's always been invisible.
At this
hasn't he?
point,
Malrus, why are you still an ogre? Is that just you now?
I'm going to turn into Keth.
There are now 2 Keths. In fact, we discussed this.
Oh, we
Malrus.
did, didn't we?
Yeah. Please, can you roll a deception check to see how good your doppelgangeringness is?
nice.
Because
Okay,
I've decided that, much like Ditto,
Charisma.
Malrus
+2.
has a slight flaw in his doppelganging abilities, which is fine for most battle needs. But in terms of trying to convince people you are someone else, unfortunately, he hasn't sussed out faces.
That's so
Nice.
good.
Like that.
Nice. I like that a lot.
Epic. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
How did
So
it get on?
roll deception then, please.
So do I have?
Got that. That's such a niche little moment. That's so
Do I have a doppelganger face, or does it look like Malrus?
You have a sort of kids drawing doppelganger, sort of parentheses and a colon for a face. You have, I mean, let me describe it this way: you have an emoticon face unless you roll well on deception.
Okay.
Your facial expressions are expressed purely in emoticons, not even emojis. If you stick your tongue out, your mouth just turns into a capital P.
But the rest of the body's perfect. Whatever he's trying to copy.
Yep. Absolutely. Every detail is absolutely perfect, except for the face, unless you roll well.
Oh man.
Except his
That is
trouser
so
area,
good.
which is an equal sign, equal sign, equal sign, equal sign, and then a capital D.
No, it's an 8, an equal sign,
yeah.
an equal sign, an equal sign, and a capital D.
Yeah, I forgot about the bollocks on this guy.
Yeah.
And if anybody's confused as to what we're talking about, simply enter it into your nearest search engine and you'll find out
Yeah,
all
you'll
about
find
it.
out.
She'll be horrified by this.
Right, we're going to have a much more civilised moment with the Master this week. No pesky parrots ruining everything with their feather-brained ideas of boozy lunches. Just slick delivery from a razor-sharp professional such as myself. I'm even wearing a tie. Shut up, Pedro. Doesn't matter if the only one I could find was an 80s power tie. Right, now, on with the show. So, of course, all of us here at Roll Britannia HQ really must give you all a great big bag of thank you for leaping aboard. Without you lot cutting the jibs and keeling the hauls, don't worry about mopping the decks, that's Yalen's job, we would have sunk a long time ago. So, it's fantastic that you've crossed the gangplank and reported for duty again, so that this maritime mayhem can continue. Now stand back, you lot. There's an incoming random celebrity shout out. So it seems that Rick Astley has been listening to the show whilst he's preparing for his new tour. Well, Rick, you know the rules, and so do I, that here at Roll Britannia, we'd never tell a lie to hurt you. But we might be a little economical with the truth. Right, it's shout out time. Pedro! You're up. Excellent. You've actually made it to work. Now, no nonsense this week, boy. There shall be no rubbish jokes, no drinking, no picking a card, no ridiculousness. Just clean, crisp service. So, your finest scroll, if you please. Check my ear. What did I just say about being ridiculous? This isn't the time for daft magic tricks. Just give me the scroll. There isn't a scroll in my... Oh, gosh. Well, there is. Well, that's actually quite amazing. Now, shoo. So, this week's shout-out goes to Reese Berkey. Reese, I think I'm saying that right. Who got in touch through Instagram. We absolutely loved your artistic impression of North by Northwestward. It was absolutely hilarious. Fantastic work, and we're glad that you're loving the show. Now, not only has the flying David Blaine been delivering shout-out scrolls, I also have a huge pile of requests here on my desk that say, James, can I have my own shout-out? James, I've got an amazing idea for the show. James, can I please have a signed pair of Derek's underpants? Oh, gods. And my answer to those questions, apart from that last horrifying one, is yes. All you need to do is get in touch. And luckily, we've made that incredibly easy to do. One quick search on social media and you'll be on your merry way. Whichever way you like, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, we're there. And we love chatting with you. So, don't be shy. Get involved. Now, if you really are enjoying the show and you've made it this far, so you must be, it would really be rather amazing if you could take just a moment or two to give us a lovely 5-star review, eh? Some kind words from you really helps to keep the brave ship of Roll Britannia sailing straight and true through the choppy podcast seas, and it also helps more fantastic people just like you to discover the show. And if you haven't already, get that subscribe button bashed, otherwise Derek will definitely be showing you his underpants. Right, that's it. That's all I've got this week, and order has been restored despite Pedro's best efforts. Now, I've got to see where those 4 have wandered off to. And you lot need to get out of my office. You can't catch them all in here. So go!
Do you want to know what I rolled?
Yes,
or
please.
I do. Desperately, yes.
Okay. Right then. It was a 15.
15.
Hmm.
I
Not
would
too
say
bad.
that's a pretty convincing Keth face.
That's good.
Nice.
I think if you had the two next to each other, you'd be able to tell the difference. But to the casual observer,
To the casual
Can I tell the
observer,
difference?
I
Looks
look like
looks pretty good, I think. I mean,
a half-orc.
you don't look like
I have an intelligence of 11. Can I tell the difference?
no.
as Malrus turns into this Keth being,
Yep.
on his shoulder
Yeah.
appears a very small, bright green looking, cat-sized dragon with a nice long tail and very brightly coloured butterfly style wings.
just wait for the hound.
Sorry, the dog was attacking the door.
Sorry, he's
Mid fucking speech.
sorry, viewers. Chap's just being burgled.
Yeah, just slowly being.
Speaking of
broken into.
hounds, as all this madness is going on, you all hear from the alleyway behind you the sound of a wolf howl siren. Sort of like, the sort of
I
Doppler
can't
effect
envisage
of a
that.
siren. Of,
James, can you give us a little taster of how that sounds?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Come on, lads, there's a siren.
It's the fuzz.
And a wolf comes four-wheel drifting into the alleyway.
Knocking over cardboard boxes. It's got a blue
Yes,
light on its
a
head.
fruit seller's wares are scattered everywhere, and atop this wolf is a figure wearing a smart blue uniform and a sharp-looking peaked blue hat with a red detail on it and a shiny golden sort of badge, and skidding to a halt in front of you, spraying you all with a little bit of gravel and dirt. Officer Benny looks down at you again and says, "What the hell was that explosion? You lot again, what are you doing here?"
Keth's. Would you like to tell him?
Jeff goes. I'm going to go invisible.
How
again.
have you got different Icosomon? I thought I told you to keep your Icosomon in their balls.
sorry, officer, sorry.
There's two of you.
My
Sorry,
brother.
something's up here. What? Which one of you are you twins?
Yes.
That's
Straight off
weird.
the bat.
I didn't understand a word of that. Where are
He
you?
just says,
Yes,
"Are you twins?
It just goes.
Are you twins?" Malrus.
Oh no! That was very weird. Which one? I'm guessing it was you then that I was speaking to the other day.
yes, officer, it was
Yesterday?
me. Yesterday, earlier.
And then Keth
Oh.
just goes,
What?
Malrus.
Where have you been?
Is this your twin who's not keeping their Icos? Is it a family trait to not keep your Icosomon in their Icosaballs?
Well, we're just...
At this point, can I come across as like a stroppy teenager that doesn't want to talk to somebody like of
You
authority?
can, yeah, you do. You do you.
So I've realised now that they don't understand me, so I'm just going to be.
Silent.
Yes.
I don't know. Sorry. I was just going to say I'd like to walk across to where my Icosa sphere is on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, you instinctively know where your
Okay.
Icososphere is.
I'd like to perform a slam attack on my Icosa sphere.
Roll to hit.
Attempt to destroy it. Okay, thank you very
but
much.
Because it's very small, you're going to have disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine.
Isn't that...
Um,
No, don't insert a penis joke there. Nope.
it was a 3. It was a 3 and a 4.
Oh, you'd have missed either way. Yeah, you slam down on the cobbles and totally
Back
miss
to the prison for me.
Icososphere. And Officer Benny says, "Keep your Icosomon under control, why don't you?"
Sorry, he was just remodeling.
You, one who I didn't understand. Get your Icosomon sorted.
I'll sort it, officer. Did you see that? Did you hear that explosion?
Yes, that's why I came here. Did you guys do it?
No. We were here seconds
Well,
ago.
what was it?
We don't know.
I can see the big black singed thing over there. And who turned that dumpster over? There's rubbish everywhere. What are you doing?
It must have been the
It
explosion.
was a Japanese schoolgirl. She's been following us all day.
James, does Officer Benny have any sort of like effects on him that look shiny or particularly interesting, like a taser or other icosospheres that the fairy dragon might want to steal?
The only shiny thing he has on him is his very shiny badge.
Jeff wants to steal his badge.
I'm going to go pick up Jeff's icososphere and point it at Jeff. As he's going to try and steal this thing.
Can I have the badge and then get drag deck in? I have a die ready to roll.
I think Jeff roll. In fact, realistically, this feels like you're going into contest here. I think you need to roll initiative for the two of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Things are spiraling.
I rolled a natural 2.
I rolled an 18.
Oh.
Yeah. Malrus is going to get there before you get to the badge. I'm sorry.
Just as I get to the badge, I'm sort of like...
You're sort of almost fingers onto it, and then...
You get sucked back in.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sling the icososphere over to Keth and just give him a nod.
Thank you, less handsome me.
Would you mind scooping up my Derek as well?
No.
My Derek. No.
I'm going to try and stand guard over my icososphere.
No one is putting me back in that ball. Now you make that right with him, or we're going to have a problem.
Fantastic.
I'm going for the ball.
Ooh,
I mean,
officer, watch this. This is going to be
contest
brilliant.
again. Let's just do a straight D20 contest.
I'm standing next to the ball, aren't I? Oh, I've just lost my D20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
but
got
you
another
could.
one.
You
Don't worry.
are probably quite slow.
Yes, but
So
I'm
roll
standing
advantage.
over the ball, so I don't necessarily need to move.
Okay. Look, what are you actually attempting to do? Malrus is trying to get past you. What are you?
Oh,
are
he's
you going
run
to just?
towards me? Essentially. Malrus, what are you attempting to do to get the ball?
Just sort of, I guess, walk around you to pick it up off the floor or wherever it is.
Okay, I'd like to grapple Malrus.
Okay, roll to hit then.
Ooh.
That's a natural 4. Never mind.
Yeah. He slips straight past you.
He's like an eel
Come
in olive
back
oil.
here. You bastard.
Do we need a little bit of a contest to see if he goes back into the ball?
Only if he's going to fight it.
He probably will. won't he?
Oh, yeah, I'll
I mean,
continue.
Jeff
Having just
did.
tried to smash it. Yeah, I didn't fight it. I accept my fate.
I'll continue to fight.
Playing the game.
Roll another D20.
Yeah, it was a. What did we say it was?
It was a contest.
Wisdom.
Wisdom contest.
Wisdom, wasn't it? Yeah. Roll wisdom.
That would be a 12.
What's Keth's wisdom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
nice,
you're Keth
nice
now.
point.
15, and I get a
we
plus
could get
2
so
to
many
wisdom.
of Keth's stats here.
Oh no!
Sorry, what was that?
Like 15, but I get plus 2 to wisdom.
Plus 2. Okay.
Malrus, before you do this, can you just open the front of your trousers, please? Just have a cheeky peek.
Get your cock out, Malrus.
So once he's done that, can he do it in game?
Unfortunately, it doesn't copy genitalia. So if he looks, he's just like a Ken doll
We
down
said
there.
this. It
It's
was
another
equal
smiley
size, equal
face.
side, equal side, capital D with the H.
Yeah,
We've
of course
discussed
it
it,
is.
lads. Come on.
So I rolled a 15.
I'll roll a 12.
Yeah. So you end up back inside the icososphere.
Oh, shoot.
I'm just going to sling that one over to Keth as well.
Thanks again. This,
You.
This Icosomon business is really easy. I barely did a thing,
Yeah.
apart from deal with some insubordination by proxy.
Presumably my 2 children.
Well, that's much better, but that doesn't answer the question. Who did that? And he's pointing to the still sort of smouldering, singed patch of the alleyway.
Officer, have you
Meanwhile, in
heard?
the background, you see the fruit seller just rebuilding their fruit stand.
I'm going to shrug my shoulders at the officer because I don't want to talk to him.
Officer, have you heard of Team Shuttle?
Yes, I have. Team Shuttle did that.
Yes.
We thought we got rid of them. Do you know anything about them?
I'm going to shrug my shoulders again.
Malrus.
It's just really nonchalant about the whole thing.
You got to be careful with Team Shuttle. You see, they're always here trying to steal the most powerful Icosomon. I think they can become the best Icosomon masters without having to work for it. Like fine orcish chaps like yourself. And your twin brother here, obviously.
I'm just going to smile and nod.
This is so much roleplay for you, Malrus. I love it. And you've not said a word.
So good. It can't speak.
I thought I'd be able to talk.
No, it's fucking brilliant that you had that moment
No, it's
as well.
excellent.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a bit sad now.
Your body language is excellent.
You can talk, Malrus. You just only say one word to everyone but Keth.
Yep.
Yeah.
You talk to me.
I told you when you were Icosomon.
This is my brother.
Only
He's
your
retired.
trainer could hear you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But I thought when I was a doppelganger and I turned into something, I would acquire that thing's voice.
Copy their looks
Yeah.
and their powers.
But no,
but not their
I'm immune
genitalia
now.
or their voices.
Well, you're not immune.
Or sometimes their face. So, Officer Benny says, you need to watch out. No more diving down dark alleyways. The tournament's that way. If you need to sign up, head straight to registration. All right?
Roger that, officer. Run away now.
And with that, he sort of wheelies on the wolf, does a burnout, and
Wow.
and tears back down the alleyway, knocks down the fruit stand a second time, and corners hard left with another sort of four-wheel drift on this wolf, and heads off down the alleyway, down the main drag.
Important question: is this a real wolf or
It's a
motorbike
real wolf, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's not a motorbike wolf. There's no motorbikes.
Not like
It's a wolf.
Biker Mike.
Okay.
4 legs. You know.
For some reason, Biker Mice and Mars popped in my head.
You can power slide though. It's a wolf.
I was going to say, I can picture the drifting of a dog.
As we have established, wolves are rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a real thing. Cats are four-wheel drive.
We've established it's canon in this game. Wolves rear-wheel drive. You can power slide a wolf.
I can't remember
Can power
when
slide
we
and
said
a
that,
boat,
but
as
I
we
do
found
remember saying. Okay, so now
Okay.
what I'm going to do is
You're left alone in an alleyway with a bit of dirt and dust just in the air the angry shouts of another of the same fruit seller having just restacked all their fruit, having had it all knocked to the floor again.
So I'm just looking at myself.
It's not a very sound business model, is
I'm
it?
going to turn to
Down
turn
an
to
alley
Keth.
as well.
Oh, I can't do that, can I? I was going to say, could I turn into Malrus?
I mean, you could.
Yeah, you have
but then
seen
you would be considered an Icosomon.
Yeah,
You can still
I'm
talk to
just
me. I can understand you.
Spitballing here.
Yeah.
I know.
Pikachu's
I was
an Icosomon. It's out.
I was wondering on the extent of my transformation. So, like, what could I turn into Quat if I wanted to?
Yes.
So it's anyone you've ever seen.
But I'd appreciate some warning if you're going to turn into an NPC from a previous season, because I will have to dig up their character sheet.
That's fine. I'm just
just a heads up.
exploring
shall
the
be
boundaries here.
Yeah, I was going to go with Balon.
Yeah. I'd be the imposter Santa. He was an absolute
Yeah.
tank.
Okay, that's a
was
thread
just-
for Twitter or something. Let's see who would you turn into from the previous arc or previous episode.
Yeah.
So what?
I'm just
pretty good.
exploring the boundaries here because, like, I didn't know whether if it was for
What-
the ones
I mean, what-
since I was a doppelganger or from the memory of Malrus.
Yeah. So what are the? I don't actually know what the rules are for a doppelganger. Do they have to have
Yeah.
been? Do they have to
Does it
see the
say?
thing they're turning into? I don't actually know what the rules are.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it'd be like
Take on the appearance of other humanoids.
Oh, so humanoids. So you couldn't necessarily become an animal.
A big old robot. Either.
I couldn't do a robot, but I could probably get away with the
I
quad.
think he dances pretty good.
If
An ogre is definitely a humanoid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Head
you
at the
couldn't
top,
do
arms
me.
at the side, legs at the bottom. You know.
But yeah, he couldn't be like Derek, or could he
Couldn't
be
pretend
me?
to be Derek.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're not
humanoid, I wouldn't have thought.
4 legs, wings doesn't
You
sound very
couldn't-
humanoid to
Couldn't be
me.
Bill either.
No. No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'll take those two. I'll take. I was going to say Derek and Jeff's balls, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take.
Maybe you should.
Their-
Maybe they'd like
Their
that.
Icosospheres.
Just ask them first. That's all. A gentle
As long
tickle.
as there's
you know.
permission.
Consent.
I'll take their Icosospheres and then go. I summon what was I got on there? I summoned Derek and Jeff and
the exfoliator.
Threw them out and they'll appear.
I'm not coming out until you say my name.
I summon the exfoliator. Smack.
Okay, yeah, he springs into being
and then
again.
I'll take Jeff's Icososphere and go, I summon Jeff, and then smash that on the floor as well and bring them back and go, right, gents, I've got a plan, which means you don't have to stay in those balls. You down?
Okay.
Well, I'm already.
Right.
Jeff becomes visible just for this bit and sort of sits on Keth's shoulder.
So,
Which
Well, he can turn invisible. What am I going to do? Lumbering around
you-
here?
I've seen you sort of melted into the floor, if it's rocky or cobbly, right?
Yeah, but what if it's all lino? What am I going to do there?
Well, then you'll have to go back in the ball. There's no way around it.
Carpenters.
Fuck.
If it's shag pile,
Derek.
we're screwed. Lino,
What if you were
Yeah.
to
Jeff.
if you were to just take like one of the cobbles up? Could you just like stay in a cobble instead?
I don't think it works
No,
that
how
way.
You melt into like
I've got-
rock.
Like, because I'll just sunk my body through the floor. I'll still be me underneath with just my face poking out.
So,
you like can't. You gotta like smoke go spoiler.
so this is the plan. Only you
I
guys,
don't know how it works.
when you guys
but I'm
talk,
invisible. Ding.
I can understand you. Everyone else can't, right? You all agreed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Derek.
Jeff,
Derek,
you just
normal
stay invisible
beard.
on my shoulder, like Bill.
Okay.
Right.
Jeff turns invisible.
Poof. Just don't like lick my ear or something that freaks me out in the middle of conversations. All right, it will really, really be weird. Just let me know
Jeff
that you're
pulls
there.
his face away from Keth's ear.
Like
Jeff retracts his tongue.
Malrus, you just do exactly what we did then with Officer Benny. Don't copy me, but copy somebody else. Just at any person you see on the street, and just walk next to me like my assistant or something, and just shrug and be rude.
Okay.
Yep. Then you can stay out of the ball.
Yeah.
And then Derek, you just melt into the floor. And if we have to get you back in, we'll have to sneak off and chuck you back in your ball. There's no way around it.
Figure it out. Are people going to notice a giant stone face floating around their pavement?
Well, no one
stone?
saw it in that attack. You just were part, like...
I didn't do it. I did it in the guy's house over there.
He became the floor and then put you in his mouth. He put you put his foot in his
Okay.
mouth. I saw that. That was funny.
You're going to have to go back in the ball then.
Speaking of which.
Otherwise, none of this will work.
Okay, fine. What are you guys going to be doing, though?
Cool stuff like being invisible and flying around. You're in a ball.
Is it going to cause too much of a bother if I just lumber behind you and you guys dress me up in a uniform or something?
There is no uniform.
This is big enough. Rock.
Just give me a tie.
What?
And
Like
I'll
a
say I'm
Hanna-Barbera character
Yeah.
just wears a tie and nothing
Just,
else.
I'll say I'm from, like,
Winnie the Pooh.
space or something.
Just a tie and a just a t-shirt. It's fine. It's in. Let me. You're going to have to go in the ball. There's no way around it. I'm sorry, man. So in you go.
Okay, peace out, losers.
And then Derek just like backflips into the ball or whatever.
Nice. Okay.
So that way 3 of us can be out. Let's go to registration, get it sorted, and then go from there. Happy?
Okay. Jeff's position is going to be mainly on your shoulder unless specified otherwise. Just sat there.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you heading off then?
To registration.
Yeah. Okay. So you step back out onto the main street, and it's busy, full of people heading towards the village where the stadium is kept. You know, they've corralled the stadium so it can't get out, and
Stadium concourse.
lots of people are heading towards it. There's also lots of people just hanging out and apparently selling fruit at the mouths to alleyways and drinking various orcish beverages and generally being very excited about the start of the tournament. The opening ceremony will be this evening, so once you're registered, you'll be an official competitor, and there's lots to know and lots of excitement. So you're making your way up the street, and you see all this going on. You eventually get to the grand gates for the Icosomon tournament village, and it opens up into wide boulevards. To your left is a some green space with some rivers and a few bridges crossing over to what looks like a few sort of small training grounds where you can go and exercise your Icosomon and get them match ready. Off to your right as you're walking along, there is a sort of medical centre where Icosomon can be healed and looked after. And next to that is a sort of shop where you can buy all sorts of Icosomon merchandise, t-shirts, and novelty Icosomon balls that when you throw them, they cover your friends in goo, or some other novelty item. And
is there any kind of like rare candy in there? Like really special?
Maybe. Oh. There are some public toilets with a very long queue outside the ladies and absolutely no one outside the gents because
efficiency.
There never is.
But there is an awful smell coming from the gents.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's eye-wateringly bad.
We don't care where we piss.
Hence the efficiency. Just get it out. All over the walls.
As you continue down this boulevard, the river sort of winds along, and you can see there's a sort of spectators' village going on there, and there's lots of little sideshows and games to entertain the fans before the tournament takes place. And there's a sort of food court where you can acquire orcish snacks and such the likes. And ahead of you, across a number of sort of bridges surrounded by, I mean, in another case you might call it a moat, but it's more of a decorative moat with bridges that cross towards this very impressive, roundish sort of major league sort of stadium type thing, huge as it is. And you can see the crowds are flocking towards this. And off to the right-hand side, just before you get to those bridges, is a small building with a banner sort of taped up over it that just says, registration.
Oh, you probably want to ignore that place then. Looks shady to me.
This seems like a wondrous spectacle, guys. I wish I could be there with you to experience it.
Oh, you are. But just this furious icososphere,
Can I register too?
Off the walls.
If you could talk, yes. If you can find a way to register without having to speak, yes, you can.
Okay. All right. Can I roll to...
I mean, so as we're walking up, at the moment, you look exactly like Keth.
You still look like me.
With a slightly different face.
Yeah. And just to look like we're siblings.
Yes. You do, I mean, you do look exactly like very, very similar looking siblings wearing the same outfit.
Yeah, why not?
What are they called?
Twins?
Twins? Something, twins. That doesn't sound right. Tweens. Dopplers. Doubles.
Yes.
Doubles. Doubles. Yes. Right. So, okay. What are you doing, guys? There's all of this going around you. You're going to registration.
Sitting in a ball.
Malrus, are you going to registration too?
I'm going to try.
Oh, God.
Okay. Jeff, steal like an apple or something beforehand. If there's like a golden delicious or something from one of the food stall carts, just half inch.
Yeah, roll investigation.
17.
Using your dragon stats.
Oh, okay. Investigation.
Deploy dragon stats.
Will be an intelligence.
Oh,
check,
intelligence. Oh, it just says intelligence 14.
So it's a +2.
Okay, so that's 19 total.
Nice. Oh, very nice of you. So yes, you do find an Apfel.
Excellent. And as soon as I get hold of the apple, because I actually have control over the ability of things, the invisibility of things that I'm holding as well, I found out. So as I get hold of the apple, I just want it to disappear.
Oh, nice.
And then I've got an apple, and I'm just going to go back to Keth's shoulder, and then the apple can be appeared as it starts to get eaten.
Nice.
So just
very nice. You do that.
Eaten.
So there's just an apple sort of slowly eating itself on your shoulder now. Keth.
That's cool.
Occasionally, it gets offered towards the mouth of Keth.
And I'll just be like,
do you take a bite?
Oh, yeah. Like mid-conversation
with
whoever's there. Like, I'm here to... I'm here to register for the games.
Bite gets taken.
Before we go to register, can I have a quiet word with Keth?
Do you want some apple as well?
Are you doing this outside? Are you doing this outside the registration building before
yes,
you go in?
Yeah, before we go in. Yeah.
So just outside the door, You pull Keth aside. And,
What's up?
Can I register, but can you try and find... I want to try and find something to write something down on, just so I don't have to talk to anybody. So I've looked for some pens or something. Or does anybody have any pens?
Some passerbys are giving you slightly weird looks because you're having a conversation. All they can hear is you going, Malrus, 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 Malrus.
Or you could register for me.
Can Jeff hear this and roll to see if he can find a pen to steal?
Yeah, roll investigation.
I did that even without
13.
+2.
Yeah. Oh, 15 then. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do the +2 or did you roll a 13?
I've rolled a 13.
Yeah, so it's a +2, so 15. Yeah, you find a pencil.
Brings it back to Malrus and there's just a floating pencil in front of new Keth's face.
Just going to pick the pencil out.
Nice work, Jeff.
Go. Cheers, Jeff. Malrus, 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 Malrus.
So you're going inside?
Yes.
Malrus, what's your plan? Why do you want to register?
He's got a pencil now.
He's just got the pencil. He's walked inside. Keth, what are you doing?
Holy crap!
I'm halfway to my plan.
Right,
what is going on?
Jeff, just be on point. Come on, let's go.
As you enter this building, you see it's quite it's not a very exciting building. Really. It's quite functional, bureaucratic even in its nature. Very plain, clean, simple. There's a run of desks with a sort of switchback queue of tension reel bollards with So I mean, it would be 4 or 5 steps from the door to the counter if you could walk a straight way, but the switchback that you've got to go down takes you a good couple of minutes to navigate all the way down what could have been a very long queue and instead is just miles of, like you go to an airport at stupid o'clock in the morning and no one's bothered to take these tension reels down, so you've got to walk for 3/4 of a mile across a room that should take
10 feet.
10 feet, yeah.
Unless you're my dad,
that's the situation.
Walks up and unclips each one and then goes through and clips it back again and it just goes straight through.
At least he clips it back.
He's not an animal.
He's not a monster.
I mean, it could have been worse. You could have just... I mean, I say there's that there. You do you.
Yeah. What do you do when presented with this challenge?
This is the vision
This is
that
the new
presents
puzzle.
you. At one end of the room is a row of desks with people sat behind them looking a bit bored because there's not really anyone else signing up at this very late stage. Between you and that desk is this sort of switchback environment of tension reel bollards. What do you do?
Is Keth through the door? Yeah.
I've just rolled a natural 20 because I was wanting to see if I could find any paper for Malrus in the room, and I'd rush.
Yeah, there's loads of paper. There's loads of forms.
Excellent.
I'd bring paper to Malrus.
Well, Keth,
Is it an official form that I can fill out?
It is an official form.
Okay, I'm gonna fill it out.
I also bring one to Keth as well because why not?
You might want to try reading it first before you just fill out a random form that a dragon has brought you.
You're in a ball. You can't say anything.
It's also in Orcish, just FYI.
what's that, conscience?
Oh, it's in Orcish, so... Oh, but
Well, everything is in Orcish.
But Malrus can
it's
read
in
it,
Orcish.
surely, because he's an orc at this point.
What does that mean he acquires? Well, it's up to the master here.
Because if he can get the mindset and the potential thoughts of...
Yeah, but he's also an Icosomon, so he could just read it. And it'd just be Malrus, 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 Malrus,
like
Malrus.
like in Liar Liar when he tries to write, the pen is blue, but it just keeps writing Malrus, 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 no matter what.
Yeah.
Hang on a
Okay,
minute. I need to read something.
Mr. Dungeon Master, I feel like this is the ultimate decision right here.
I just want to know what you're doing. I'm not telling you what's on the thing until you tell me what you're doing.
Well, Keth is going to,
Hang
with his
on.
normal, to be Keth, who normally, when he's presented with the door, he kicks it. We'll just see this switchback, and then look left, look right, see no one there, just walk straight through them.
Dragging it.
Just dragging them all over.
Ting, 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 ting. And all the zip, 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 zip.
Excellent. Yep, I suspected that would happen.
Forming like a wake of them.
You're getting
behind
some
him.
very cross looks as you're doing that, but you do make it very swiftly to the front of a non-existent queue. Malrus, what's happening?
So, at the back of the room,
Like the post office.
I just wanted. So my shape change
Cashier number 4,
ability.
please.
My shape-changing ability enables me to polymorph into a small or medium humanoid as seen.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to do a small or medium part of that because you've transformed into one.
You've transformed into a.
I know, but he's shrunk, isn't he? So.
Not that
you want
much.
to be the big
No, you transformed into an ogre. That's not small or medium.
Ogre.
Oh.
yeah, ogre.
Yeah.
Or back into its true form. Its statistics, other than its size, are the same. And the equipment it's wearing and carrying isn't transformed.
So
So am I naked Kethan at this point?
Yeah. By the fact that none of the stuff
No, because you've haven't you taken on the appearance of his clothes and stuff like that as part of your form?
We've already established that you do take on.
Yeah, otherwise there would have been many questions on the way here.
Yeah.
More than a few eyebrows would have been raised
Mute.
at seeing Keth's physique.
Been pulling a Jeff there, wouldn't I?
Yeah, with an equal sign.
Yeah.
So
that might have been a giveaway.
Face.
Derek, Keth, you get to the front of the queue that doesn't exist with 6 or 7 of these sort of tension reel things wrapped around your waist now, knocking over pretty much all the bollards. Lots of noise has happened. They've all stared at you as you've just sort of walked in a straight line, and the orcish person behind the counter says, hello? You know you're meant to walk around those, yes?
Well, I think I got all of them. I thought it was quite good.
Yes.
You won't need them
Well done.
anymore anyway.
This is the registration for Icosomon trainers who want to enter the tournament. Do you know where you are?
I haven't got some sort of impediment. And I could put this...
Well, I assumed as much because of the way you failed to navigate a very simple social situation.
I was being efficient and spectacular as per usual. I'm here to register for the Icosomon Games.
Okay.
Excellent. Have you got your trainer badges?
Ooh.
So the battle with Team Shuttle continues. Malrus throws a pin. A barrel of TNT comes into play. Now who's gonna win? When Jaff's brought out, he calls in some friends. Now things start to get heated. With many small bites and one big bang, Team Shuttle are defeated. A questioning from Officer Benny, and it's off to registration. After causing quite a ruckus, met with exclamation. Can Keth get the badges? Does he even know from where? We'll find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Ah, you're still here. Well, if you're looking for more D&D based adventures to tickle your ears with dice rolls and the like, before next week's episode of Roll Britannia, of course, if you just can't wait, then, well, the way I see it, you've got 3 choices. 3 very simple ones. 1, you could go back to the beginning of Roll Britannia and start the adventure all over again, relive the experience, and maybe hear some other subtle clues along the way. Or 2, you could check out the show that we've got a promo for next. It's, yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It's called Dice Chronicles, and yeah, I think it's a good bet. Or, if that feels a little bit too left field for you, what we could do is do both. So experience the new joys of a new show and enjoy that as well, and relive the experience of Roll Britannia. You see? 3 very simple choices. Pick one, go with it, and, you know, we'll see you next week for the next episode of Roll Britannia, so enjoy.
Do you suffer from chronic storytelling dysfunction? Do you find you're overrun with trite tropes and cliché character patterns? Well, you're not alone.
In my old age, I was tired of boring stories, but thanks to Dice Chronicles, I feel young again.
If you suffer from a lack of creative world building or one-dimensional character development, Dice Chronicles may be just what you need.
My characters always felt flat and unable to perform, but with Dice Chronicles, I'm not afraid of being my true self.
Before I started listening to Dice Chronicles, I felt so alone in my hunger.
but now I'm a first-rate villain.
Dice Chronicles gave me a purpose, but most importantly, it gave me a terrible French accent.
Hi, I'm Yarn, and before Dice Chronicles, I used to be terrified of magic, but now after just a few episodes, I've got magic pouring out of my eyeballs.
I used to suffer from crippling anxiety, but thanks to Dice Chronicles, now I only suffer from anxiety from going on an adventure with my friends.
Dice Chronicles is not responsible for rolling natural ones, TPKs, or the general feeling that our characters are better than yours. Ask your DM today if Dice Chronicles is right for you. Find us at podbean.com or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.